Okay. Well, for people that now see the broadcast, I actually hit the go live button, so I just thought it would automatically go live. But
I'm going to switch microphones here a second, see if this does anything.
Okay.
Does this work?
Hello? You sound a little bit muffled compared to the other microphone. So if there's anybody in there listening right now, go ahead and leave a comment. We'll read them out, show them. Should have some fun.
We'll make fun of you.
Make fun of me. I got all sorts of stuff to talk about. The weird thing is like every time I look at the news, something else shows up, comics related. I mean, right now, it's all about the you know what, and
you know who.
Yeah, and I just
you sound like a 70s 80s detective sitcom. It's all about the you know what, or Harry Potter.
Yeah.
And the you know who.
Well, looks like Ryan has a remark where he says, "Paul, shave that beard."
No, I am growing that beard, and hell, I can braid it like a Viking.
Katie, Kevin's daughter, proved that he could braid his the other day. We were testing this out. You should have her put those beads in there.
Yeah, that's something. We got a unidentified Facebook user. Must not have clicked the Facebook link to put it. So if you do it again, make sure to accept StreamYards, or else it doesn't pop your name in, and you'll have to just put your name in so I can know who you are.
On the other monitor, Kevin, I'm going to monitor any Facebook posts that might not be sharing.
Oh, okay.
Then I'll let you know.
Oh, okay. I have a very good idea that's probably Nick that's sending a message there. So,
okay.
If Nick is talking there. No, I did not get a Ghost Rider, and I guess I'm not going to get the opportunity to get it if all the retail places are closed. And I don't really feel like going out right now. I mean...
Gee, why?
Yeah, well, you can see I got my monitors and set up at home to work, so I am working from home now. And then we got Ryan sharing with us that he's sharing the link for the dwarven beard beads. So
I did get a hat one Christmas that had the Viking horns and a full beard on it.
I don't know. You have a very beautiful beard, dude. I love your beard. So
I'm oddly uncomfortable at the moment.
I mean, I just go with the straight, but since I'm at home and nobody's gonna see me, maybe I'll just shave the whole thing off and then regrow it so that it comes down this way and everything. So
the live show I did Tuesday, between me under this hat and one of the other guys on the show, I think I'm going to buy stock in Flowbee because nobody can cut their hair.
Okay. A Flowbee. They still have those? Can you still get a Flowbee? Really? Do I have to go on to eBay or somewhere or Amazon? Could I get it? No. Oh, it's just essential on Amazon, so let's get some other comments here. We got Facebook user says nice. And I'm thinking
that's Nick.
Yeah, that's gonna be Nick, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And then we got Ryan who says and for the hair as well. I don't know. I don't have much hair up top here to do that.
You got me beat, buddy.
So well, yeah.
I've got a mop right now.
Well, I got a haircut just this last couple of weeks ago, and I'm really glad I got a haircut.
I was planning to, and then it got cold again, and I was like, "Well, I'll wait till it warms up a little bit." And
right.
See, I was kind of saying the same thing, and I thought, well, I don't know, I don't know. Do you want to wait till about 10 minutes, see if any more people file in, and just kind of go?
Yeah, we can just talk for a little bit, then we'll get into it. Right now, there's only 3 viewing.
Yeah, I know. Last time that we did this, we got God, I think we had about like 12, maybe up to 17 people at one
Yeah.
point.
I'm going to share it real quick.
Okay. What are you sharing?
The video. The live video.
The what video?
He's going to
The
share
live
it on the Facebook
video.
page.
Oh, you're sharing it. Oh, I didn't. I thought you're going to share something in for us. So,
Yeah, totes.
but no. So have you, Paul? Have you been kind of keeping up with? We got Ryan with another comment. Lizzie's here as well. So
Hi, Lizzie.
that's
Oh,
nice.
so four.
Oh, and then we got Nick, who is now showing up, angry, just angry. Look at him.
That does look like an angry photo.
You know, I saw that picture and I took it and then I photoshopped like mountains behind him, so he could be a mountain man. So I thought
Nice.
that was kind of funny. But so I was gonna ask Paul, since we'll get in here in just a second, kind of talk about the things. You can see the page that I got up here. I've got all sorts of tabs of cool things to talk about.
So why are we talking about the new Warriors again? You just enthralled with the internet gas?
Oh, no. There's a couple more things that I need to talk about, just about that Kibblesmith guy.
Get it off your chest?
Oh, no, yeah. I had to get that Kibblesmith guy off of things because that guy's something else. The more I learn about that guy, it just kind of blows me away. Now, I did want to ask Paul, have you been kind of following all the goings-ons with the comic books right now, or you just been kind of...
I'm pretty much nothing new anymore.
Nothing new. Okay.
Well, you might switched over completely to Golden Age and Silver Age.
Yeah, you might find some of this stuff interesting. The last stream that we had, we talked about the new Warriors, and we talked about we kind of went through the video that was played with this guy.
Oh my God.
And then Nick doesn't want anything about the internet gas. There's a character. Let me see if I can pull this up with. We got this guy here, which his name's Screen Time, and
Ben 10.
And if you can read the bottom there, he's a meme-obsessed super teen whose brain became connected to the internet after becoming exposed to his grandfather's experimental internet gas. So do you have any idea what Grandpa's internet gas really is?
That is something that is best not speculated on.
Yeah. I thought, I don't know, someone's been huffing Grandpa's farts is what I was thinking. But yeah, anyway, there was this New Warriors, which it seems that like everybody hates this comic book. It doesn't matter what side you're on, they just hate this. So
it looks like it's that Firestar.
Mm-hmm.
Now she looks good, except for the grandma glasses. That's kind of odd. You know, the grandma glasses are kind of weird. You know, she's Namorita. She's looking kind of weird. She looks older, I guess. Well, she's not a teenager.
Like an elf.
Well,
she looks a little thicker than she used to.
She looks thick with 2 C's. Yes, that's what I was saying. Well, one of the guys that we talked about that made these guys was this guy here by the name of Kibblesmith. His last name is Kibblesmith. And we just kind of went through the video listening to this guy talk about comic books, which you get the real idea that he didn't really care for comic books when he was a kid. So, but I was not going to say anything more about this, but I found a couple more pieces of information about like work that this guy did before he did his Marvel book. Okay. And another TV show that he was in. I'm just going to show you an Amazon listing for one of his books that you can currently buy on Amazon right now if you'd like.
Okay.
And it's called Santa's Husband. So it is a new, fresh twist on Kris Kringle, a clever yet heart-filled book that tells about the story of Black Santa, his white husband, and their life at the North Pole. And they thought this was just fine. Now he does.
Hey, I'm Santa, and I'm fine with it.
Yeah. So another thing that I found out about this guy is he also, if you can tell, you saw that, you see the pictures kind of down here of him, what he looks like now. But like 10 years ago, he was on some Bravo show where it was like date a millionaire nerd is what he was on. So,
okay.
So he's like a millionaire, and he's a millionaire, and now he's just playing around with comic books and writing different comic books.
I look at him and it looks like if BuzzFeed like became sentient and came to life, it would be him.
Oh, he did write for BuzzFeed, by the way. So
I'm sure.
Yeah. So let's see, we got another comment here from Ryan. Ryan is Butch. Yes.
No,
I think
he's
talking about Namorita.
Oh, Namorita's Butch. Okay. That's kind of funny. But anyway, I'll just stop with that guy because he.
Well, I have a thing to say. Maybe he's paying Marvel to put out that crap.
You think he's paying Marvel?
He's not making any money
been
for Marvel.
Swinging
he's
that
paying
way
Marvel.
for a while.
Yeah. So
he's
then
hurting for money.
Yeah, I don't quite understand that, but here's another thing that I'm just kind of throwing in with this is they're coming out with X-Men's sidekicks, Children of the Atom. They came out with this like the week after they came out with that other one, and looking at this, they have they're changing Cyclops here, and then we have what looks like Archangel here. This is Gambit. This is Nightcrawler.
Okay.
The only guy I can't figure out is this guy right here. The one
Colossus.
Yeah, probably Colossus.
Oh, you think this guy is Colossus here?
Oh, well, I mean, look at the armor.
Okay.
The green one?
No, the green.
I think that's off Phoenix.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
Oh, Phoenix. Oh, so they gender swapped Phoenix.
Yep.
And he can't be bothered. He's still on his phone. So
Phoenix looks kind of like Kick-Ass.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they have this coming out, but with this coming out, they're talking about this, but nobody cares right at the moment just because of everything that's going on. But
and Ryan, I think you're asking too much of Kevin.
Oh no. Look at the picture behind them.
Yeah.
And not the person that it's based on right above them in the picture.
Okay. This one. Oh my God. All right. Well. Okay, well, I didn't know that they gave me a key to figuring out who the different characters were. I guess that would have made it a little
Colossus?
easier.
I can't. Who is that behind the guy I thought was Colossus next to Gambit?
Like this guy here?
Yeah. Who is that?
This guy? Oh, that's Archangel.
That's Archangel.
That's Archangel.
Okay, but he's got Colossus armor.
Yep. No, it's the Archangel outfit.
Oh, okay.
It would make more sense if they actually had his wings out, but who knows? I mean,
now I see his wings. I see him.
You see them behind. They're like
now I see them.
They're like spectral wings or something.
Oh, there is wings?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Cyclops. Okay, the wings are like right here on the edges of it. Okay.
Kevin, you should have looked at the picture before you started talking about this. I'm thinking.
I just didn't care. I didn't really care about it. So, I mean, I
don't know you, but I like you.
I did. Hey, just so we introduce people, so they kind of know who's on the show here. So it's me, Kevin. I help run the comic book club, from month to month, and now we're kind of doing it weekly, just for something to do for people to show up and see if they have some interest in it. Then we got Midwest Comic Man, so look him up on YouTube. He does a lot of videos about Golden Age comics, and Paul knows a lot about comic books, and he presses comics for me for time to time, and it's kind of fun to talk to. And then there's Chad. Paul probably doesn't know Chad. Chad used to be assistant manager at the comic book shop here in town during like the 90s. So he is kind of the guy that I knew, during that time. So, but let's take a look, see if there's any comments. Let's see. Ryan says, ouch. Yes, ouch. Nick says, Gambit can suck it. Okay.
Actually,
all right.
It sucks it, but
Sucks
whatever.
it. Is that how the Leak kids speak? Those hacksaws, everything.
It's how the new Warriors say it.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that was just a little thing I was going to say to Children. Adam, I don't really care about it. Who knows if these comics are even coming out? Because the next thing I was going to talk about was going to be Diamond shutting down distribution this last Monday. Pretty much, shutting down comics. I don't know what. I kind of throw it to you guys and see what you guys thought, or if you heard this and everything.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's been a topic of much discussion in the YouTube community, and a lot of people are running around, saying the sky is falling, and I think it's a pause. Not they're like, this is the death of comics. I'm like, no, it's a pause.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree with you, Paul.
And they were like, how many? Everybody's like, are people going to go to digital? I said, people who read the comics will go to digital. People who collect covers and stuff will not buy.
Yeah, I mean, comic collectors, they want the books. They want the actual floppy comic books. They want to, OCD and put them in their boxes and get them all collated and everything.
And pressed, apparently.
Some, even the comic book creators are thinking that, they'll just move into Comixology. Comixology, I've never really used that. I mean, it's rare.
I tried.
I use it for books I've slabbed if I want to read them again.
Yeah. I mean, that's an option for it, or like if there's a book I just can't find, I mean, that's an option as well. The only thing is I just think that they don't really. I don't know. They just don't really. I have to, get things to fit just right. They never really optimize like the comic books and the reading, and they never made the reading experience better for having it as long as they had.
Yeah.
I always wondered if buying Amazon kind of killed it, where, then they just stopped innovating and making anything. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, I remember when I tried out Comixology when it was still independent. They had I don't know if they still have it, where they called it like the dynamic view, where it would go panel to panel and kind of just try to make it look more exciting, but it was just really clunky.
Yeah, I mean, they even did some things where they kind of added sound to it, and they almost made it like it was a little video. Kind of like, where guys would, go across the screen like this, and I mean, it was almost like a PowerPoint presentation comic is what they turned it into. So
I just like my old CBR reader, when I was traveling all those years ago, I put everything on my tablet, all the stuff that you gave me, Kevin, back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
It was great. The tablet was so nice to be able to travel with, and I could just throw on the drive, 600 comics.
Yeah. Oh no, I mean, it's nice, it's portable, but I've always liked the regular floppies, and I mean, I really am not into trades or anything like that, so I don't know. But there was one section in this that I thought was kind of like, wow, let me see if I can find it in here.
Oh,
here.
You didn't read this either?
No, I read it. I read this as well. No, I just had to find the right paragraph. The one paragraph that I found interesting in the whole thing was this one right here, where it says, for retailers who remain open in various forms, I encourage you to let loose your creativity. For the time being, you'll be able to replenish your perennials from Diamond and/or Alliance, but you should also remember the stock that you already have in your stores. If your doors remain open, it's likely you'll have, is that talking about the quarantining, or is that talking about they're just shutting down? Is kind of what I wondered.
Today the governor of Iowa did shut down all bookstores and stuff. After 5 o'clock tomorrow, I think.
Yeah, I mean, Half Price Bookstore was already closed. They closed already. So, but going on, it says if your doors remain open, it's likely you'll have customers who will continue to seek diversion from the events of the world. Special sales, promotions, and even eBay can help you with bringing in cash during this trying time. Product for which you've already paid for will hold some of your answers. There have been many solid suggestions offered on how to help retailers, and we'll bring many of them together in future communications. I don't know if there's going to be future communications, because from what I've heard, they're starting to lay off people at Diamond. So,
I think the layoff for anybody is just going to be temporary. Totally, yeah. Everything's going to be temporary right now until we know. I think just the world's going to be kind of paused for a couple weeks.
I mean,
sure.
A lot of people were talking on Facebook or YouTube and saying, look, let's go to our LCSs and go through their old stock and buy some stuff because it'll help them out. Problem is, out here, nobody has any old stock.
Yeah.
They get new comics and they get gaming.
Yeah.
There's no stores like probably within 40 miles that I can think of that.
Daydreams have old stock anymore? Because Z used to have a crap ton.
Well,
minimal up that you can access.
Yeah, they have stuff that they take around to conventions and stuff that they have downstairs that you don't get to.
Downstairs.
Yeah. Do you get to go downstairs?
Mm-mm.
Oh, some have said that they've went downstairs, and I tried to ask, and they told me no. So it's like, okay,
you don't spend enough.
Well, I want to buy some stuff.
I guess. Well,
how about you let me in to look at it?
I guess I had to have a fat stack about that big or something to go down there, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I just thought it wouldn't be like a big deal, but man, it sounded like I said something wrong or whatever. But no, that was kind of a little bit jarring, that I thought. But another thing that I wanted to show that I just saw today, and I hate this website because it shows this stupid video in things. But the idea here is that they're now trying to rally. Jesus, this is unusable. Gail Simone rallies fans for new Marvel versus DC crossover. So now their idea is to save the industry. They want to have a DC Marvel crossover. So different people have been throwing out different ideas, like you are just unusable, you stupid website. Like Donnie Cates here has been throwing out ideas. And they don't even show the other people. They even had like Scott Snyder, who had ideas, and I think some other different artists do you think that could that even happen, or is that?
Oh, I bet
something?
it could. I mean, it's happened in the past several times. There's been crossovers. I mean, but a lot of times it's the Marvel DC stuff. I mean, it's out there, but it doesn't usually sell very well, and it doesn't usually go up in value much. I mean, if you're into it for collecting, but they do definitely. They're pretty awesome. Some of my favorites though are more like Dark Horse DC stuff, like Batman Predator, Batman Alien stuff. Those are sweet.
I don't know. It's a nice idea, but I think a little too late. Too late for it. Nick
Looks
says
like Paul dropped out.
Yeah, Paul said he wasn't going to stick around. He wasn't feeling so good. So
okay.
Nick says there is no reason to do that, and I kind of I guess I agree that I mean comics are stopped.
I think it would be kind of cool. I mean, even if it wasn't a comic thing, if they did like a crossover like TV event, because everybody's got all these multiverse storylines going on right now, both of them. I think it'd be pretty sweet to see it and kind of it'd be even better if they lampooned it. They made fun of it, like how one character is so much like this other character,
I'm tired.
In the Flash.
I'm tired of that. I just want someone to write a decent story. And if they have a good story, put it out there. If they don't have a good story, just be done with it. So, but
fun hater.
I don't think it's fun. I mean, I want to see them do a good story, something that people enjoy. But let me get rid of this stupid.
You don't need a corny story. You need a good story.
Yeah, I don't really. I don't really need to deal with that. So
I just read the headline.
Yeah. So, I'll ask you, Chad. Right now, have you noticed that? Okay, we got a comment here. I'll just throw that up. Ryan, like Last God. Yeah, Last God. I talked about that the last stream. That is a really good comic. I mean, if you like fantasy stuff, that's definitely one to check out. I guess order online. I don't know if you could even get them. Friend Tom was up in Cedar Falls yesterday, and I said if he could get me a run of like 1 through 6 to pick it up, but he didn't find it. He only found like a couple issues, so I was like, maybe I'll just.
Is that the one where the covers look like heavy metal?
Oh yeah. That's the one. So yeah, that was pretty cool. I want to read the rest of the story to that. So, and I want the actual comics. So, So, have you noticed that celebrities have been kind of weird, and along with it, comic book writers and artists have been kind of weird as well?
No, I don't know. I guess I haven't been paying that much attention. What do you mean by weird?
I got examples for you. I think right now, some people, since they're stuck inside, they're just, they usually have so much attention thrown at them, all of the time. Now with them inside, they're not getting the level of attention that they usually get. So they're kind of saying and doing like weird things. So, let's see.
Trying to get a headline.
Trying to get a headline, get something. I don't know. Get something going
FYI,
on. So.
I know touching your face is a bad thing.
Yeah.
But I did wash my hands before we started, and I have a giant bottle of Purell I've been using. My hands are clean, so.
Okay.
I mean, I just been sitting here touching my face before someone goes, "Oh, he touched his face."
Hey, yeah, Chad, you're in your house.
I'm aware, but still.
Yeah, I know.
I go Purelling again.
Yeah, so we got another comment here. It says, Nick, I think Marvel should do a good animated Secret War movie.
Okay, I have a question. I love watching the animated movies, right? Have they really made, and what is the best excellent animated DC or Marvel movie. I want to hear that from the watchers. I mean,
okay.
I think my favorite is probably, oh gosh, well, the Iron Man one before the Iron Man movie came out. I thought that was pretty good. Or I'm sorry, the Doctor Strange one. That was pretty awesome. I like the Doctor Strange one.
I think a lot of the DC movies have been about the best ones out there. So those I've been enjoying.
Which one have you liked the most?
Which one specifically?
Yeah, like, do you have a couple recently that you've watched that you kind of really dug?
I think there was a Suicide Squad one that was a little ways back. I think it was, I can't remember exactly what the name was. It was Suicide Squad, but they were, they had to break somebody out of a prison or something. So I thought that was kind of a good one. That was a good DC one. There was another one I don't know. Oh, the feudal Batman one.
Okay.
Oh. Looks like Ryan has the Wikipedia that he's posting up there.
All right.
So, hey, can you share the screen and I can share your screen if you want to put that up.
Yeah, let me see if I can get that to come up.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan, I know you posted that comment, but it's not showing up on the other stream. Let me refresh the page here a minute.
Yeah.
Then I can bring it up.
Okay, so Ryan, we'll bring that up. We'll have Chad do it here.
So the Death of Superman one is pretty good.
Yeah, those were fun to watch. I just can't remember the older DC movies that they have out. Those are the ones that I can't remember. So I can't remember those exactly.
On my screen, I have a list of them that Ryan had sent over to us.
Mm-hmm. Oh, here, let me get you added here.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
There's a whole big list.
Oh,
so, release projects. We've got Superman Doomsday, Justice League New Frontier, Batman Gotham Knight, Wonder Woman. I haven't seen that. Green Lantern First Flight. I don't need to list them all.
227, Justice League Dark.
Yeah.
Justice League Dark. Here, Ryan has one. Flashpoint Paradox was one of his favorites.
Okay.
I'll agree. Yeah, the Flashpoint one was good.
Was it the Hell to Pay? Is that the one that you saw? The Suicide Squad?
No. Well, probably. Yeah, probably. And then Gotham by Gaslight. I did watch that one. That was pretty good too. See, I just look at when I think about the DC movies, I always think they're all pretty good, you know.
Right.
So it's hard to say that I like one over the other ones because they just all are pretty good to a certain level. So then we got another Facebook user. I don't know if Chad, if you can find that guy, see who that one is.
It's David.
David. Okay. Yeah. The weird thing is on Facebook you have to accept StreamYard on Facebook. If you accept it there, then it pops up your face and you get to see something.
Your name.
You get to see Nick's beautiful face there, angry.
Yeah.
I wonder if I can.
What?
I'm trying to imitate it.
Oh,
Nick.
yeah.
There, I got it. I think I got it. So anyway, let me put my screen back up here so you can see that. Let's just take a look at this here. Some people have just been kind of acting a little bit weird, kind of talking crap against some of some of the customers. And don't get me wrong, I know some of the some people are antagonizing him right now because things are probably not so good for them right now because a lot of businesses are kind of cutting down and stopping. Like right now, I do have a list of places that do closed. Companies that have closed, IDW has closed. IDW is the fourth largest comic book company.
Now, are they closed like out of business closed or closed until the end of everything?
They're closed until they figure out what's going on. But they're ceasing all operations is what they're doing. So another one is Aspen. That's, I believe, Michael Turner. I think he did Fathom. I think he's passed away since, but they still, put his stuff out. And then another company was Valiant. Valiant was another company that Valiant had Bloodshot come out, and I don't think Bloodshot did as well as they thought it would.
They still do Turok Dinosaur Hunter?
Oh God, I haven't picked up a Valiant comic probably since the 90s. I mean, honestly. Yeah. So
that's like, that was like one of the comics that we sold, and like Valiant was one of those that had all the chromium covers,
Mm-hmm.
And it was all Turok usually.
Uh-huh. Let me look through this article here real quick, just so because I don't want to have this guy's face up any longer than I have to. It just makes me kind of mad or kind of sad. So we got Marvel Comics writer Jerry Duggan, and I met this guy at C2E2 a couple years ago. Had him sign a Deadpool comic. That's the biggest one that I remember. Currently, he writes The Marauders, which is, I think, a popular one now. I think what started him off on his rampage was that Newsarama had this they had this article here about X of Swords, sets up the craziest X-Men stories ever. And then some guy posted this, meme with, this office guy just kind of like, and it kind of set him off, and he, started saying nasty things to different people. And the thing is once you start a fight, then people start getting into it and, start saying nasty things back and forth. So he also, I guess, wrote Punisher. What else did he say? Oh, he said, you ding-dongs don't get to show up in mentions and keep your civilian status. You can say whatever the hell you want anywhere else you want except the mentions of someone else. I don't know. He's just ranting about stuff. And then he gets he'll eat a bag of you-know-what, which is awesome.
Yeah.
And then, he just goes on, and the guy just doesn't stop. So, I don't know. He is. I don't think he's the biggest artist out there for Marvel, and I never found him to be one of the most exciting one. But with everybody just kind of on edge right now with what's going on, doing this sort of stuff is probably not the best thing. So, anyway, I'm going to get rid of that because I don't want to see that guy anymore. Another thing that I've been watching right now is, let me see if there's any comments out there. Nope, nothing out there just yet. No. So, one thing that I was watching was that Dan Didio, the head of DC, and he was a co-editor with Jim Lee as well. And Dan Didio got fired like a few weeks ago, and that was kind of a big thing for people because Dan Didio's ran DC for the longest time. Some think he's good, some think he was bad. I don't know. I'm not sure where I fell kind of with that as well. But when he left, then Jim Lee, and you'll remember Jim Lee because you sold probably a bunch of his comics back in the day.
Oh yeah, I met him once or twice.
Did you really?
Yeah, back in the 90s. Yeah.
Really?
Nice guy.
Oh wow! At like Chicago when we went to that.
Yeah.
Or?
It was the time that I went with Dr. Abernathy.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
that was probably the time to go. Now he charges $50 an autograph. So, but the interesting thing is that right now, Jim Lee is the head of DC right now, and all the other companies have been kind of putting out stuff. They've been putting out stuff, trying to assure comic retailers and everything. But Jim Lee hasn't said a thing. Like the last thing that he mentioned on his Twitter has been something from March 15th. And that's
where's
nothing.
DC based?
Huh?
Are they still? Is DC still based out of New York?
No, they moved to California years ago.
Okay.
So they're in California. So yeah, they might be on lockdown, but not internet lockdown. So and not the guy is essentially running DC Comics. So
right,
not quite sure what's going on with that, but
maybe no news is good news.
I don't think that's the case here. So I'm just afraid that DC's waiting to make some really big, announcement of something serious that's going to happen. So,
okay.
But anyway, I'll get rid of that. That wasn't really so much he said something weird. It's just he disappeared, whereas other people have been out and talking a lot of what.
Can I use the charger that mom gave me? But it turns out it's mom. It works from mine.
I'm kind of doing something here.
Can I use that charger?
I'm kind of running a stream.
It's okay.
Yeah, I'm kind of running a stream here, kid.
Okay, I just wanted to ask.
She needs a charger cable. If this one gets broken,
I swear to God, it won't.
Okay.
Asked and denied.
Yeah, no, I gave her a cable.
So another guy here, you probably haven't heard of this guy. This guy is more of a recent artist. Is Donnie Cates. He currently writes Thor and Venom, and probably considered Marvel's best artist or Marvel's best writer right now. And he got into it with a lot of people the last day or so. But I tried to find stuff on his Twitter and stuff that he might have said, and I couldn't find anything on it. So, no, I don't know. It's kind of interesting. So, but anyway, that is going to be Donnie Cates. And one other thing here. Now, some celebrities have been posting all sorts of cringy stuff, and I know I'm kind of getting out of comic book stuff here, but I just kind of wanted to, go over some of the weird stuff that I've been hearing.
Well, Ryan is Deadpool, so and Green Lantern and Paperman.
Yeah. Oh, and he's gonna have that new Grand Theft Auto NPC game as well. Nick says, "No thanks, I'm full. I need to get the other comment here." And we got Ryan Schonard. It's live.
Oh, it's because Zeta. Zeta's my daughter. If you
let's do it live. Do it live.
Yeah.
But
no. What he says is no thanks, I'm full. I imagine is because what you were talking about the guy who said "F a bag of,"
Oh yeah.
I went to
a bag of D. A bag of D.
A bag of D. I went to the fridge and I poured myself a little bit of Fireball.
I'm sorry, I just ate. I'm totally full.
Yeah.
I don't know. Saying that sort of, God, could you ever imagine saying that to a customer? Like when he, I mean, if they're being, I don't know.
No, not in my line of work.
I just think that they should be able to control themselves a little bit better than that. But,
I'd be escorted out of the building.
Yeah, but no, Ryan Reynolds put out a video that I thought was kind of funny, and I thought I'd want to play that.
Okay,
and of course, Ryan Reynolds. I used to watch him when he was on that TV show. Was it Two Guys, a Girl, and a Pizza Place? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, that was a while ago.
Oh God, he was funny then. He's never stopped being funny. So
he was on there with Nathan Fillion.
Was it Nathan Fillion?
Yes, it was.
No way.
Look it up.
Is that on Netflix or something so I could actually watch it again?
I don't know. Probably it's either that or it's on that place that we go. If it's not, we could ask.
Okay, I got you. I got you. I feel you. I got you. Yeah, Ryan says,
Ryan knows.
Yeah, Ryan knows. It's a great show. That was back in the day. That was a fun show, and who knew all the stuff that he would do? He was in the Blade movies. He was even good in that.
Wasn't that Jenna Elfman too? Was from Dharma and the Greg? I'm going to look it up now.
Dharma and the Greg.
Yeah, Dharma and Greg.
All right.
Remember that show?
Yeah.
It was like, let me look. Two Guys, a Girl.
Okay. Here, let me play this video. Let's see. David D. Gordon. Oh yeah, he got signed in here. So he dated the girl. Then Ryan says yes. Yeah.
It wasn't Jenna Elfman though.
That one I can't really tell you. Actually, it
was Trailer Howard.
Huh.
Which I think is one of Ron Howard's daughters. I think. Let me look.
You mind if I play the video?
Go for it.
Watch this bad boy. All right. Let me.
Show.
I just thought this was kind of a funny video.
I don't hear the audio though. Let me check the stream to see if it's on the stream.
So you guys hearing the video? Oh, I know what I probably did.
Didn't check mark that box? No.
I didn't check the box. Let me stop sharing and then share my screen again. I have to keep watching that or else I lose the audio to it. So, and huh.
Are you in Chrome?
Yeah, I'm in Chrome. I was doing it before. I share screen. Okay. Let me just tear that off on its own. Probably have to share this a little bit differently. Let's see. Here we go. I can get that added. Okay. Let's try it again. Oops. You're just being dumb now.
Well, thank you, Prime Minister Trudeau.
You got it now?
We need to work together to flatten the curve and fight off COVID-19. I think in times of crisis, I think we all know that it's the celebrities that we count on most. They're the ones who are going to get us through this. Right after healthcare workers, of course, first responders, people who work in essential services, ping pong players, mannequins. They're great. Childhood imaginary friends. Sure. Like 400 other types of people. Look, stay at home, practice social distancing, wash your hands. We are going to get through this thing. We're going to get through this thing together. And I'd like to nominate these three great Canadians to spread the word. Mr. Stephen Page, Constable Terry Reynolds of the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, and Mr. Seth Rogen of the
Okay.
COVID?
Oh, whatever. Stop.
Hey, I have a quick question. Not not related to this, but related to this. Did you
Yeah.
get your phone to work for work?
Yeah, I got it to work. Got my phone
Good.
working. So,
Awesome.
yeah. You want to know what I did wrong? I stuck the power cord in the wrong hole.
Well, nice.
There's 2 holes on the back. You can stick it in either one. And I usually they make it so that, it'll work with one or the other, but it won't, do that. So I don't know what the hell was going on with that. So, anyway, I thought that was kind of a interesting thing with him kind of, saying something about celebrities and whatever. But there was another interesting article that I ran across. Let me share that one. Jared Leto, who was the Joker on Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
And I guess he was on a retreat and missed that there was this thing called the coronavirus.
What?
Do you know that Jared Leto has his own cult?
What?
Jared Leto
Cult
has his
of
own
Leto?
cult. Yeah. So when he says he's on a retreat, he's actually with his cult, basically, is what I figured out. So yeah, I guess there's some articles from last year about him having a cult, and then this little story came out, and I'm surprised I missed that when the Suicide Squad is out. I would think that sort of a story would be like super big and everything, but no, that's. Then David says that's what she said. Of course.
Oh, I found a picture for you.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, of him with his followers.
Oh, you did?
It's right there on my page.
All right, let's. Oh, come on.
His followers call him prophet.
Come on.
Seriously?
Man, seriously, he needs mirrored sunglasses. So he looks like Jim Jones. Jim Jones. Do you remember when you were doing a wedding? I think it was Alper's wedding, and they took a picture. They took a picture of you, and it's like, oh my god, it's the cult pamphlet. You're taking the picture for the cult pamphlet. Didn't you have like a white shirt on? And it was like going like
my white shirt on,
like this. Oh my god, are they all women? I can't quite see. Is it all women?
No, there's a couple dudes in there.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, there's a lot of them.
They only need guys to like play guitars, I guess, and that sort of thing.
Yeah, I guess. See if there's any other. Nope, that's it.
That is crazy. Oh, what group did Jared Leto? What band was he with?
Well, let me Google it.
Go ahead. Because he was in a band and then he became like an actor. 30 Seconds to Mars. I can't even remember a song from those guys.
If I play it, will it get yanked off of YouTube?
No, I probably wouldn't. I don't know.
Well, I'm not sharing audio, so I'm just curious how it's available.
Huh.
All right.
So he's Charlie Manson now? Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
Wonder if they'll drink Kool-Aid.
Well, I don't think now. He's been Charlie Manson for a while, so hopefully they don't send him after some actors and get him killed on that. So, yeah, that is kind of nutty. I don't know what to.
Going back to the DC movie things and the cartoons and animated series.
Yeah,
I do like animated series, but when I watched the latest Harley Quinn series. So I watched the Batman Harley Quinn movie that was out, where she and was it Nightwing or Robin team up.
That was weird. That was a weird movie.
But when they start dropping F-bombs
Yeah.
and stuff in one of those, it's beyond weird. I mean, for me, like, I like the new Picard series for Star Trek, but they're dropping F-bombs left and right like it's candy.
Yeah.
You know, that wasn't the Star Trek I grew up with. And that's not the Batman that I grew up with, you know. So I mean, yeah, get with the times, can man, but you know,
well,
it bothers me a little bit.
I just don't care for it. But yeah. I don't know.
How do you feel about Harley Quinn dropping F-bombs in an animated series?
Well, like her ongoing animated series.
Yeah, the one that's on the DC thing.
Well, they were saying like she's talking about what was it? Oh, I ain't even gonna say it. I mean, have you watched any of it or?
I watched the first episode. As much
Okay.
as I could take. It's like her and Poison Ivy and Joker's on there, and they're just. I mean, it's just stupid. I mean, I liked Harley Quinn a lot as a character, but I just didn't picture her like that. But Kaylee Cuoco from The Big Bang Theory voices her on the series.
Well, they made her into female Deadpool, and just doesn't make sense anymore.
Potty mouth, but it's an animated series, so like my kid might watch it, you know. But there's it's gratuitous violence, which I'm used to. You know, everything has gratuitous violence. It's comic books, but it's the way that they do it, and then they mix it with the way she talks. I'm just not a fan.
Yeah,
look at me. I turned into a prude in my old age.
I know. I heard. I read some news things about it, and thought, well, it doesn't sound too interesting to me. But the thing is when I start running through every TV show that I ever thought that I was going to watch, who knows? maybe I'll even watch that stuff too. Looks like Nick says he wants the Kool-Aid. What's kind of funny about that with Jim Jones? That wasn't Kool-Aid that they gave those people. It was the generic brand. They were too cheap to give them the actual Kool-Aid. What's the discount? What's the discount Kool-Aid?
I don't even know anymore.
Oh.
Yeah, get off my lawn.
Yeah, David tells us to get off the lawn. Yeah, I am. I'm feeling like an old man anymore. Definitely. But, God, what? Oh, that's just going to bother me now because I got to figure out, like, what the heck? Let's see.
I got a list.
So,
I got a list. Flavor Aid. That was the one.
It was Flavor Aid. It was Flavor Aid. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That's what they had at, and it was never as good.
Flavor Ice? No, I didn't give them Flavor Ice.
The Flavor Aid, you would you'd get it, and it would like all clump together when you mixed it in. It was gross. But now these generic Kool-Aids. The Great Value lemonade single packets. These are the Kool-Aids of these days. These are great. I love these. I keep a glass down here to put in my cup.
Who knew that they would package them up even smaller and then get more money out of you for it? So
hell yeah.
And then we got Nick saying Great Value. Is it a Great Value?
Great Value is the brand.
Oh, Great Value brand. Okay.
Yeah.
So
the cult that inspired Drink the Kool-Aid didn't actually drink Kool-Aid. Oh, here's the story.
Yeah. I know that wasn't what they drank. So
they drank flavored drink mixed with Valium, chloral hydrate, cyanide, and Finnegan.
Okay.
Nice. Flavor Aid made by Gels. It was Flavor Aid. Nice.
Flavor Aid. Yeah.
Yeah.
David agrees with us. It was Flavor Aid. So, yeah, I read through that whole thing and the history behind that and everything, and that was something else. But
Yeah. I'm gonna stand up.
But no, what else did I want to show? I did want to show something else. Let me pull something else out here. Have you heard of Madonna lately?
The naked bathtub thing?
Yes.
Anytime Madonna's naked, I've got to hear about it.
Yeah. Well, I didn't even recognize it was her, like right off the bat.
Too much plastic surgery.
Yeah. I'm gonna say yeah.
I mean, she's covered, but she's in the tub. You should watch the video.
Yeah. Let me play it here. Do you hear it? Do you hear?
No.
You don't hear it?
Nope. You don't have it check marked again.
I hate it when I do that. Stop sharing, share, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I need to remember to do that. Okay, there we go.
How funny you are.
The music is just kind of creepy.
With all that stuff in her face, it makes her look Asian.
How old you are. What amazing stories you can tell. It's the great equalizer.
It's like this creepy piano.
About it is what's great about it.
You just wait for her to cut her wrists and the bathtub filled.
Oh, stop. Okay, let's stop that. I just
That's what it reminds me of, like that scene in John Wick 2.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. It's just they had that creepy piano music like on the back. Let's see. No. Here we got some remarks here. Let me get that one. Nick says next time you'll see me, I'll be at Jared's call. That's where all the women are. That's where all the women are.
Next one's pretty good.
Okay, so Ryan says, or Arnold telling everybody to stay home while sitting in a hot tub at his mansion smoking a cigar. Have you heard that there's one with a donkey?
What?
Have you heard that there's an Arnold Schwarzenegger? Try and search that one, Chad.
Okay.
Just search Arnold donkey and I don't know, Arnold donkey and little dog. It's kind of a crazy one.
Yeah, I got it right here.
Ryan Schoenhardt says it must be rough. Yes, it is very rough sitting in your mansion around candles or little dogs and donkeys and making videos for us peasants. So, yeah. Nick says the whole thing is creepy. Yeah, it's that. Yeah, it's. And then I tend to stay away from donkey videos. It's not that sort of donkey video, Ryan. It wouldn't be on YouTube, thank God. Jesus, did you find it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll share you here.
Okay, here we go.
See, the important thing is that you stay at home because there's a curfew now. Okay, no one is allowed out, especially someone that is like 72 years old. After you're 65, you're not allowed at the house anymore in California. So we stay home and we eat here, right? Oh, yes, that's yummy. I ate with the whiskey, and there's Lulu. Lulu loves carrots. Whiskey loves carrots. I just had my little bit of vegan food. Oh, that was yummy, huh? Oh, see, that's what we do. We don't go out. We don't go to restaurants. We don't do anything like that anymore here. We just eat with whiskey and with Lulu. We have a good time. We get entertained. Look at that beautiful smile she has. Huh?
Oh, you see he's got his Terminator shirt on.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, these are yummies, huh? And we have a good time eating here together. So much more fun than going outside. No more restaurants, okay? No more restaurants. Forget all that. Public gatherings, restaurants, and all this gymnasium out the window. You stay home.
Just go home to your donkeys.
You and your horse. In my neck. Yeah, Miss
I have you in my
And
neck.
I have you too. Now I have both of you. Look at this picture here. Yeah. No fighting. Okay, you got to get along because we're in very small quarters. We have a very small house here.
Oh yeah, totally small house.
Good girls. I
Small,
love you.
tiny.
Good girls.
Fun.
All right. Let's see. David says Arnold's ass is not that very big. It's small ass. Small ass. Nick says, Kevin, what are you into? I'm just into funny videos, man. That's all I'm into is funny
He
videos.
likes pina coladas, taking walks on the
No.
beach.
No, I like none of that stuff. None of it. Well, let me see if I got any other stuff here to look at. I don't know. There's this one. This is kind of the last thing that I have. Let me just add it and make sure to actually flip and remove you, share mine. Yeah.
Idris.
And then we have now he's a guy I really liked in a lot of stuff, a lot of movies, a lot of TV shows and stuff like that. And you know, he starts. I think he kind of. Let's see.
You're not sharing audio.
Not sharing audio.
No, I can't hear it.
I have to get better at sharing audio. That's
kidding.
for sure.
Isn't it interesting how
You hear it?
I can now, yeah.
Rick
Okay.
has the possibility of bringing us together in ways that even a week ago, none of us would have been able to predict or expect. I mean, like you being able to call bullshit on everything that's happened before, your word, mine, being able to call it. And then in a week, we see how things have drastically changed.
Yeah, it is incredible. I mean, it's one of the upsides of this whole drama is that we are forced to think together as a race. You know, we really are, you know.
As a human race.
As a human race, yeah. But, you know, also our world has been taking a kicking. You know, we've damaged our world. And, you know, it's no surprise that our world is reacting to the human race. There's no surprise that a virus has been created that is going to slow us down and ultimately make us think differently about our world and ourselves. That's like for me, that's a standout thing that's very obvious, that this is almost like the world's cry out to like, hey, you're kicking me, you know, and what you're doing is not good. So I'll get rid of you, as any organism would do, is try and get rid of an infection. And maybe this is it for the world.
Yeah, I think it's important as we are all trying to deal with the pragmatic. And that's one of the reasons I wanted to do this with Apple, is to talk to people like yourselves who can bring a broader insight, because I think we all lose as human beings if we just think of this as a physical virus. I think it's exactly what you just said, that it's here to teach us, show us something.
All right. That's enough of that.
He thinks that the pandemic is something that Earth created to remind us, hey, you're destroying me. To
shake off too many people.
That could be the case. I mean, I think it's definitely it's an interesting idea to think that because, you know, where do viruses come from, right? I don't know, right? But maybe
viruses come from bats, and then they jump over to our population. And that's why they're novel, because we're not used to those. That's what happened. So
yeah, well, it's not just bats. Everything has viruses. It it can culture in anything. So it just happened to be that this one was cultured in cultured itself in a bat, or could have been cultured in a cow for all that matters. Some sort of bovine.
I don't care if it was a cow or a bat. It's jumped. So
oh yeah,
here we are.
Here we are.
But anyway, that's the last thing that I had to talk about tonight. So, yeah, I don't know what happens next week.
Who knows, man? We're here, living the moment.
Yeah. So, I don't know.
That's his knees, not the chair.
That is my chair.
Sure it is.
If it was my knees, you can actually hear that off the.
Oh yeah, your mic's pretty good. We can hear every cough you make too.
Oh, whatever. Not much I can do about that. So
I know. And just so you're aware, I've known Kevin for 20 some odd years, and he's always had that cough. So that's normal.
Yeah. So I don't know. Oh, yeah. So no, I had bronchitis 2 weeks back, and just fought off the last part of that. So it makes it exciting when you're walking around and person hears you cough, and gets people excited. That's for sure.
Yeah. Was it in this feed last week that I shared that picture of you and I from back in the day, like in the comic shop?
Did you share it?
I don't think it was.
No, I only had you on the phone. On the phone.
I have it here. Hang on a second.
Okay.
Before I share my screen, I've got to dig it up.
Throw an embarrassing picture up, and
it's not an embarrassing picture. It's a picture of you and I back in the comic shop.
Makes me want to go out and exercise more. That's what it does.
When we first started hanging out, it's just got your naked face on it. There it is. Hang on one sec. Let me make it big.
All right. That's me and you.
Whoops. That's not me and you. That's me in the dress. That's it. That's
still doesn't. Well, I mean,
yeah.
Well, you probably scanned it in just the same size, so.
Yeah. You recognize any of the comics on the wall?
No, you would have. I can't.
Spider-Man, Batman's, but I don't see anything. Great.
Yeah, I can't see anything that. No.
Yeah.
You know what? That tie that I'm wearing in that picture.
Yeah.
I think I just threw that away. I threw that away last year.
What?
I threw all my ties away. So
yeah,
since I don't really wear ties at work,
Yeah.
But, no.
And that's when I had hair on the top of my head too.
Yeah. Well, you're still trying to get rid of it. You had a Tick shirt on. How cool was that?
Yeah. I love the Tick, man.
So, but I think that's gonna probably be it. That's pretty much all I got to talk about. I want to thank.
Embarrassing photo.
I want to thank everybody that showed up and commented. It was fun. Hopefully, people enjoy the video after this and keeps them occupied for about keeps them occupied for an hour or so. Thanks, Nick. Adorable. Yes, we're all adorable. Yeah, that was that pop.
That was a good night, man. Hey, this guy right here, that's Humpy the Ewok.
I know. I don't think he's with that show anymore. So
yeah, what is all these?
And David says, "Is that store Abernathy owned after Wilson?" Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the Cedar Rapids comic shop. So
there you are, getting it with Logan.
Yeah. I wonder what ever happened to him. Wonder what happened to him.
Your friend, is his name Wade?
See what? Yeah. What's funny with that is, I mean, those were '90s cosplay. That's '90s cosplay right there. So, but
this is Kevin and I at his dollar dance.
Oh, stop! I'm ending the stream. I'm gonna end the stream. All right. Thanks everybody that came up. Thanks Chad, and thanks Paul. I know he had to leave early, but then we got go get some internet. Oh, yeah. All right, I'm ending the stream. See you later. Night, guys.
We still gonna talk?